Hi,
Um,
Sandy.
how are you?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm not too bad. Busy, busy.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
in the shed. This is our makeshift home while we renovate. So,
Yeah, yeah, I can tell. Wonderful. Great. So basically, I'm going to ask a few questions. You can just share your experience. Okay?
yep,
Let's,
sounds good.
yeah, let's start. Okay, start from
hmm
beginning. So let me have a look at where we have here. Here. All right. So, Sandy, what type of home are you building? What made you decide to become an owner builder? Why did you choose to import material from China for this project?
well, essentially because post-COVID, the cost of our house renovation went through the roof, and we basically couldn't afford to build the house that we originally wanted to build. So the decision was we either half our house or look for alternatives to, um, you know, bring the cost of the house down. So that's why we went for owner builder and yeah, going to China.
Wonderful. So before the trip, what were your biggest concern about sourcing material from China? Were you worried about the quality, logistics, or communication barrier?
Um, the biggest concern for us was the quality, um, making sure that everything was to the Australian standards that we needed, and the quality was going to be where we needed it to be, because we're building a energy efficient home, so everything needed to be really good specs. So yeah.
So why did you choose to work with ChinaDirect Sourcing? What stood out about our service compared to other options?
To be honest, I think I was like, this is going back probably about no 4 years ago. I think when we first contacted each other, wasn't it? It was a long time ago.
Long time ago.
Um,
Take a
I,
lot of
I
patience to have you on
oh,
board.
yes. It's so I think I was just Googling, importing products from China, and I was looking into different, chat rooms that were people that had sourced things from China, and then I came across. I don't even think it was your website. I think it was you, um, and I read and saw some videos about you, and then that led me to your website, and then I contacted you directly those many years ago, and kind of just grew from there, I suppose. And you were great because you gave me people that I could contact that had experienced the same thing, and yeah, very, very helpful. Yeah.
Great. So, Sandy, can you walk us through your experience on this China trip? Like which city did you visit? What type of factory, showroom impressed you most?
Or I think because I took my cousin over with me, Julene, and I think we were both very impressed with all the factories that we went to. It was just mind blowing. Yeah, really, really impressed. So we went to Guangzhou and Foshan. Yeah, it was. Yeah, everyone, like, everyone's just lovely, and bending over backwards to make sure that you're looked after, and everything that you want is there for you. Yeah, just really impressed with the people. Yeah, and the professionalism, and yeah.
Fantastic. So, what surprised you the most during the trip? Like, is it the quality of the material, the pricing, the customization option, or factory capacity?
Probably all of it, really. Um, definitely. I think your team definitely knew where to take us. They knew that, like, I'm quite particular, as Charmaine will have contested. Um, so yes, I think they knew that we were after the quality of the goods, and knew where to take us. Yeah, and some of the pricing was just amazing. Like, you know, almost falling off our chair. Couldn't believe the difference in the price. And, you know, some of the other things were not as huge a saving, but still worth it. Yeah, no, really, really good experience all round, I think. Yeah.
So how did China Direct Sourcing support you during the trip?
Oh, they babysat us the whole way. Really? It was it was really good. We didn't have to worry about anything. We were fed and, great hotels and good service and yeah, very, very impressed.
Wonderful. Thank you to hear that feedback. So what specific material did you end up ordering?
So we've got our aluminium doors and windows, which the factory, Linda from the factory said to me, you have really over-engineered your windows. I said, yes. So, doors and windows, and also all our interior windows, all of our cabinetry, which has just been massive, a massive job for poor Sunny. Yes, so doors and windows and floor, SPC flooring, floor tiles, all of our tiles throughout the whole house. Most of our floors are all porcelain wood look tiles. And then all our bathroom tiles, our outdoor tiles, our blinds, almost anything and everything that we could have got, we got. Had we been earlier, and our plan being finished earlier, we would have sourced a lot more of the actual building materials as well. But yes, basically all our lighting, anything that we could put in the house, our furniture, we've sourced it all. We haven't finished our list. Our list is quite extensive, and probably I'd say more than half of it is still to go. They're still searching for things for us. But yeah, anything that we could get that was quality and price beat Australian, we looking at getting. So yeah.
Well, that's the reason, remember, I want you to go earlier.
Yeah, I know. But
I
my
tried to
plan
push
wasn't
her.
ready. It
Yeah, yeah.
wasn't ready.
I tried
It's
to push
still
you.
not
I said,
ready.
Sandy, you need to go now. Like, don't wait any further.
I
So,
needed to go for longer.
yeah, need to go longer.
Yeah.
So,
I
how
needed three
much?
weeks over there.
Yeah. How much do you estimate you saved by importing from China, roughly?
Oh, honestly, I can't, because our list isn't finished. Our I honestly can't
Up to
even
now.
imagine what it is. I don't know. Like I can tell you that the tiles we've saved probably 80, or maybe not 80. Yeah, probably 70 to 80% on our tiles, and we bought a lot of tiles. Our doors and windows, we saved over half price. Like they were over, our quote here was over 200,000, or roughly 200,000. And, by the time we import them, they should cost us about a bit over 80,000, 82,000. So that was huge for us. 100 cent, over 100 grand saving just there. So yeah, really, really good. Definitely worth it. Just for the windows alone, it's been worth it. But yeah.
Wonderful.
And our beautiful
So,
furniture.
yeah.
Yeah.
What was the biggest advantage of going on a trip versus buying locally?
Um, the value, like the price. Yeah. That would be the reason to go. I mean, obviously, if you can just walk into a shop and go, I'll have that, that, and that, it's easier. But the experience of going to China and the amount that we've saved has definitely been worthwhile. Yeah.
Would you recommend like a China buying trip to other owner builders, and why? And what type of person or project would benefit the most in your view?
I think as long as I don't think you have to be an owner builder. I think as long as your builder is willing to work with products direct from China, then I would say, go for it. I mean, I like the idea of supporting local where you can, but when, the building industry is just so expensive now that it really, people are just struggling, So I think it's definitely beneficial to look at it. And for owner builders, like for us, it's just been extremely helpful. Yeah.
Did you face any challenges during the trip or ordering process, and how were they resolved?
I honestly haven't had any problems so far. I will say that because I'm a perfectionist, the
We can
lead up
tell.
to going
We
to
can
China,
tell. A lot of
the
detail,
lead
like
up to
attention to details.
yes, very, very frustrating it must be, but yes, I am very, very perfectionist. So the lead up, all my list, and because my list is so big, it was just hours and hours, days, weeks, months of preparing that list. And getting all the information and understanding, researching for the coding and everything. That was quite a lot. But I honestly haven't had any troubles with the team. Like your team are just amazing. Everything has just flowed really nicely. Yeah.
Every week, every Monday we have your team meeting, discuss your project. And
Mhm.
so
I'd love to be a fly on the wall.
every week we discuss the progress, and we can, like, because I'm in the group, we actually know where your project is heading, and so
Yeah.
we're glad you move, like, start to move really ahead. So
Yeah.
yeah, all right. Well, if if how did the ChinaDirect sourcing help you to navigate those process? If you didn't have us, would you be able to do it on your own?
No, not at all. No. I mean, I did, before I found you, I did actually look into sourcing doors and windows from China and going through. So there's like, I think one or two factories that have sales reps in Australia for over there. But, you just can't guarantee that everything's going to go smoothly or that there's not hidden costs or, like going through your team has just been really smooth. Like I don't have to worry about that side of it. I don't have to worry about the importing of anything. Like you guys take care. I'm so busy. I couldn't even imagine having to do that side of it as well. It's bad enough organizing all the products and being busy. So yeah, no, it's been
Thank
really
you.
good.
Thank you. So, what was your favorite part of the trip?
Um, we had a lot of fun. It was very tiring, but we had so much fun. Charmaine was just a gem. We love her to bits. Julian and I still say, "Oh, we miss Charmaine." So no, I don't know. Favorite part of the trip, I did love. Because we were so busy, we didn't get to see a lot of the culture. But just going out for dinner and the restaurants and the different foods and things was awesome. Like just down the street, we'll just duck in and have lunch at this little, tiny little restaurant. And it honestly was the best meal that I reckon I've ever had. It was so good. And yeah, just the experience was amazing. Really, really enjoyed it. Everything. Yeah, I honestly can't fault the trip. It was awesome.
I'm so
Yeah.
glad to hear that. So, how has importing material shaped your vision for your home? Like, you had extra option which you don't have before?
Yes. So I think because I'm quite particular, it was hard for me to get my head around having to design everything before the house was in. You know how you normally have a house and then you walk in and you go, oh, I can picture this going there and there. So like it was tricky for me to go, oh, but is that going to suit this and to bring it all together? But then when I got over there and I was walking through the shops and the factories, and I could start pulling it together, like the lighting and the furniture. And I had visions of what I wanted when I went over, but I was a bit concerned that they might not all work together. Um, but then when I went over there, it just kind of all fell into place and it was all fine. So yeah, it was good.
Okay. So, what advice would you give somewhere else considering a China buying trip? How should they prepare? What should they prioritize?
Start early. um, I think make sure you have your house plan completed is a good start. And it just depends what you want to, like if you want to get all of your building materials, then you need to have your house completed, like your plans completed. If you're just fitting it out with all the goods that go in, like your curtains and blinds and flooring and furniture and lighting, that's not so bad. You can do that whenever. But I think if you want to do all your building material, you really need to know all of your sizing and your square meterage and have all that ready before you go. And yeah, start early. So like, and it's like I know that you were saying before you go, make sure that you have your like all your products detailed out so that you know what you're after and the team knows what you're after, and that takes time. So yeah, make sure you put a lot of time aside to put all that together, because if you really know what you want before you go over, it makes it easier when you're over there. Yeah.
Yeah. So, would you use China Direct Sourcing again for future projects? Why? And what made them like trustworthy or valuable to you?
Well, I can honestly say, like, my life is pretty busy, but when Julene and I were over there, we were just gobsmacked with everything, and we're just like, oh, we're just looking at each other going, oh, I feel like there's some business opportunities that are opening up here, you know. So, you know, we're going, yeah, this is for my house and this is great. Oh, and it's not just house. We went over there, we're getting, because we're farming, so we're getting farming equipment and farming resources as well while we're over there. So it's like two different things we're doing over there. So yeah, when we're over there, Julene and I were just saying, oh, what we could do this, and this is a business opportunity, and this is so great. And what if we did this? And I'm like, oh, we don't have enough time though, you know. So there's I'll definitely recommend it if it's for a business, you know. Like I think it's a no-brainer, really. It's just easy and smooth, and I think if you're a business importing products, it would just be awesome. It would just be very, very good. And after dealing with you guys, I can't imagine that there will be another sourcing agent that would be any better than you guys. Like, you've just been amazing. So I'm very grateful. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. So, do you have any other like final thoughts for builders hesitant about importing material? What would you say to, convince them to take the leap?
Oh, I would just give them your phone number. Dr. Lindy, don't worry about the quality. It's all good. Like I said to my builder when I got back, oh, the windows and doors are amazing. Like, you know, I'm so impressed. And so he's looking forward to seeing them. So I
Wonderful.
think it's, yeah, definitely opening the minds of people.
So
Yeah.
what's next for your project? When can we see the finished home? Like, I really love to do a follow-up interview and all side tour about your house.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're taking lots of photos and lots of videos, and I will definitely send you through a progress report. It's going to take some time. So we are just digging footings today, and the footings will go in probably in the next couple of days. And then getting ready for the slab, and then the walls will go up. So it's all starting to happen now. It took forever, like the engineering and the architectural parts just felt like it took forever. And now all of a sudden it's moving along. So it's getting exciting now.
Wonderful, wonderful. It's such a great, discussion and conversation with you. I'm so glad, so happy, to have you. Took me 4 years to convince you, hey.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad, you had such amazing experience with us.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
No, it was. It
wonderful.
was great. Yeah.
Great. So
Mhm.
let me see here. I am going to just stop.